Hey guys, and welcome to the magical world of Isperia. I'm playing AFK Journey, which has officially launched on March 27th in various countries and regions for you to play. Now, it's available on iOS and Android, and you can also download it on PC. And as an avid PC player, I really like the fact I can play it on all my platforms. Now, what I want to do in this video here is I want to give you a quick rundown of some of the things you might not know when you first start playing the game. I want to thank Lilith Games and AFK Journey for sponsoring this video. Now, you may have heard of the game AFK Arena. This is the spiritual successor to AFK Arena called AFK Journey, and it's a little bit different. It's an open world RPG, so you can actually explore the world like you can see here. I've kind of made some progress already on here, playing through the different storyline, but it still keeps some of its original AFK features. We have an AFK progress, an AFK stage here, which will continuously give you rewards for free whilst you haven't been playing the game, so you don't have to sit here. And it's got a lot of really cool quality of life things in this game that you can play for fun, and you can play casually, but you can keep up the pace. You don't have to grind like you do in many of these types of games. So I'm going to show you some of those features. I'm going to show you some of the quick tips you can do. We're going to talk a little bit about summoning. That is always very important. How should you be using your summoning here? How you should be inviting your heroes into your roster, and we'll be having a quick look at those hero rosters as well. Now, the first tip I'm going to give you here, which is kind of a bit of an unusual situation. You will want to play the storyline. You will want to absolutely move around in the world, and you'll want to continue the storyline. But what you shouldn't do is ignore the AFK stages here. You will want to keep battling through these. Now, you can see here, I've got my roster set up. We do have a pretty cool battle map in this game. It is all based on a hexagonal grid, so you've got to be careful about where you position your heroes. If you position your heroes too much in one way, you will have a situation where all of the enemies will attack you. So I don't really want to put my damage dealer. Here you can see my damage dealer. You can click and hover. Cecilia is a marksman. I do not want her to be taking damage in the front row, so we can protect her behind a warrior if we want to and position them. Now, the hexagonal grid will also include lots of cool things like traps, explosions, walls, landscape objects that will require you to strategically think about how you place your heroes. We can battle through here, and completing these AFK stages are very important, not only for your daily and sort of passive income, but also for unlocking the content in the game. And those areas are very important for you as you progress. You want to make sure you try and push these as high and as fast as you can. And you can see when you complete the AFK stage, we will increase all of the resources we need to upgrade our heroes in an hourly basis every time we complete a stage. So make sure you put your focus on there. You'll also get some bonuses as you complete them, and then you can claim your rewards on a daily basis. As you can see here, there are many things that will unlock when you reach certain stages: 50, 100, and 166. Now, what I would definitely recommend you do the moment you hit AFK progress level 30, this is the second tip, is to join a guild. The guild is very cool. There's lots of different things you can be doing in the guild, but more importantly, you will get access to more summoning materials, more invitation letters, where you can get access to very powerful, very exclusive, these Hypergean heroes. As you contribute to these challenges, you'll get currencies, and then you can go to the Emporium, and there is a guild store where you can get access to these ascension materials that you will need for your heroes. So absolutely, you want to be summoning this. You can see I can purchase 2 of these for a legendary epic invite letter from the diamonds that I have available. So I'm going to do this right now and purchase 2 of those. Now, when it comes to summoning, this is tip 3 for you. Make sure you don't hold on to these summoning events. There's not really an awful lot of reason to hold on to them. You want to make sure you're filling out your roster. As you can see here, it will guide you when you first start summoning towards this all recruitment hero that you've got here. You have to do this to unlock these other ones. The rate up recruitment is an interesting option once you get to it. We'll have a look at that now. So the first thing you can do is recruit them. This will send out invitation letters to increase the hero roster that you have available to you. So we want to absolutely acquire some more heroes. We got 2 epic this time. Let's see what we got. Now, one of these is an ascension stat, which is great. That means we can ascend our existing hero, and one of them is new, which is awesome. Let's recruit some more heroes. We do get ourselves a legendary. Let's have a look what the legendary is going to be. We get ourselves an Odie. And here we go, our legendary. We got ourselves a Huon. Okay, so this is a Tenderleaf Support Wilder. Now, you might be wondering what all those mean. Well, they are classes and factions, and they're very important for the next tip I'm going to show you. One thing that you may not be aware of, this is a 4th tip for you. that there is a bonus for the faction matchups. Each of our heroes, if you click and hover over them, it will give you a preview, and they belong to a light bearer, or you might have a hero that belongs to a graveborn. And if you get a series of these, if you get at least 3 of these faction heroes, you will get some bonuses. You really want to try and pair your faction bonuses together. Now, there's also some affinity aspects, if you've ever played these types of games, where you can essentially increase or decrease the damage you take depending on the faction synergies. So we're currently fighting a graveborn, which means that if we actually put in our new hero that we have here, our new legendary, they will essentially take 15% less damage because they are strong in terms of a faction matchup. So we will be able to deal to 15% and take 15% less. If you want to preview any hero, you can click and hover over them and it will give you the preview, and then you can absolutely see what their ability is. So we can see that the new legendary that we've got here will continuously heal all our allies, and will also, as we expand them and improve them, will also dispel debuffs, which sounds like a great option for my team here. I really could use a healer. Now, another little tip for you, if you want to see the details, hit the little arrow. It will give you the description as you level up your heroes here, so you can see how much actual healing you're going to do. So we're going to slot this in. We're actually going to take out one of our lightborns here, and we're going to basically put in our healer in the back here. Let's battle away. So you can see we're going to be continuously healing our team now as we are playing this game mode, because we now have a healer. My team before didn't have a healer, and my tank would have probably died. Now this is going to make my tank survive a lot more. Now, here's some of the cool things about AFK Journey. You don't actually have to grind every hero you get. I literally just got a brand new legendary hero, and it all is automatically set to the resonance level of my resonance hall. So what does this mean? When you level up your resonance, your hands of resonance, as you can see, I've got 5 here. It will increase the level of all of my heroes in my account. So we can absolutely click here. Now, a little bit of quality of life. If you click and hold this, it will quickly level up. So that's a bit of a quality of life. Now you can see I've only got materials for 34, but when we come back here, now my new hero is level 34. All of my other heroes are 34, all the way up to my resonance level, which is the lowest level of your heroes. Now you can't upgrade your heroes greater than 10 in the resonance level, so you need to keep them upgraded as you climb. Additionally, equipment is also universal. You don't have to grind gear in this game. As you get more gear, you'll be able to slot them into this faction here. So we can see that my supports have got all of this gear at the moment, and then any spare gear that I have, I can recycle and remove them. All of my heroes will get the resonance of this gear. Now, we have unlocked the rate up recruitment. So what this is going to do is it's going to give you an increased chance of being able to get Vala if you want her, who is a very cool hero. We have a rogue light bearer who's going to basically do lots of damage for us, which is really cool. So, you know, if you want to get that rate up, it's pretty cool. But in the early days, absolutely all hero recruitment is fine. You can also use a wish list if you want to try and find specific heroes from the specific faction. So for example, we might want these because we haven't obtained them. So we're going to swap these out and we're going to keep it like this. There we go. We're going to save it in. Let's just summon a few more here. Let's see what else we get for this video. So we get 2 epics here. We do get a new epic. Now, when you get a duplicate of a hero, this will give you the ability to ascend them. And as you ascend them, they get stronger in their roles. So you can see here, I've got an ascension for Odie. We can ascend it, and it's going to give us some increased base stats to put it to an elite plus. So you will want to chase those ascensions as well. Another tip for you is once you've joined your guild and you've done some of the progress, make sure you do your daily quests. You can see I've reached my weekly limit already, which is kind of crazy. Make sure you do your guild quests, make sure you do your daily quests and collect all these rewards. They will give you access to many diamonds. All of these diamonds can be going towards progressing and pushing forward your account. Now, an important thing to note when you summon, there are different invitation letters for different tiers. So the epic recruitment is going to require me to summon 12. We can summon these here as well, and we can pull them out. They're different invitation letters, so they don't harm your summoning on that other one. So you might as well go ahead and summon these. We do actually get a legendary again, which is kind of cool. What are we going to get here? We get a lion. Ooh, look at this guy. So we have managed to acquire Brutus. He is a Mauler warrior. So let's have a look at what Brutus does. We can have a look at his abilities. And again, if you want to see the full details, make sure you click that full list here. So you can see the details. The multipliers will be important for you to understand, you know, how good is his damage output. So he spins Mountain Roar at high speeds and deals 110% damage every second to surrounded enemies within 1 turn. It takes him about 1.25 seconds with an initial cooldown, which is kind of cool. And as he unlocks, it's going to increase damage. Then we are going to roar with rage taunting enemies. So he's a bit of a taunt. That's great, giving us some crowd control. He's immune to the first fatal blow he receives, and then he's immune to all damage and becomes unaffected. And as you upgrade them, you get them to Legendary Plus, Mythic Plus, and Supreme Plus, then the strength of this increases. The duration of damage immunity and unaffected is increased by 1 second. And then we have Brutal cleaves with all his might to all enemies within 1 tile arc. So a bit of a fighter, a bit of a warrior. I'm not really building my team around this right now. I'm kind of building my team around Cecilia, which I'm really enjoying. She summons Mr. Carlisle. It's a bit of like Jekyll and Hyde kind of feel into it. She just feels really cool. I'm really enjoying her kit at the moment. So I'm building around Gravenborn. So we don't actually want to have sort of too many different alliance or different factions here going on. So we can actually ascend to an epic here. So this becomes even stronger. Pretty cool, more power curve. Now I've pulled some more heroes here. So a couple of cool things you can do in the battle. If you want to see quickly what you've got with the icons, you can switch between the icons. You can see I'm showing the current faction icons, or I can show their role. So when I'm building out a new team, I can quickly check to see, okay, who are my tanks going to be? I've got 2 tanks here that are both level 34. We can switch these two and we can see, okay, we've got a Lightborn and we've got a Mauler. Now these are level 34 because they are linked to my resonance level, whereas my level 40s are actually linked to my highest level. So that is something to take into account. So we're going to basically use one of our heroes here. We're going to bring this hero who's a mage, and we also have a legendary hero who is also a marksman. These are going to be our 2 main damage dealers. We're then going to put our tank in the front row alongside our other tank, and we need 1 healer. Of course, we're going to use this healer. So we get 3 of our faction bonuses because we have 3 wilder. So let's fight this away. Now we are under leveled, but we hopefully will still win this with our extra power and healing that we have available to us. We can see the real strength of the Wilder team here is fully healing my team. So even though I may be a little bit under-leveled, I can absolutely stay alive. Our tank is taking a little bit of a beating, so hopefully we're about to get a big heal. Oh, our tank has fallen, but our other tank is unaffected and absolutely still alive. So we're good to go for this level of AFK stage 34. So those are some really quick tips for you. Make sure you join a guild. Don't forget about your AFK stage journey. Absolutely use those invitation letters to start expanding out your roster so you can pick which team you want to go for. Don't forget about the faction alignment. Use the tools in battle to really help you build your team. Now, the last thing I want to leave you with, to celebrate the launch of the game, there is lots of free daily activities going on. So you want to make sure you log in every day. You can find your Journey's gift here, where you will eventually get an epic hero down the bottom, which you can choose 1 or 4 from. You can choose the lion if you want, that I pulled in this one. But the most important thing is all heroes are available. So as long as you keep logging in, you are going to unlock loads and loads of heroes, and you have these S-level heroes that you can flip every single day to be able to see what you're going to get behind them. So it will grant you 1 random S level. So you absolutely want to log in every single day. There's also these Celestial and Hypergean heroes, which are incredibly powerful if you get your hands on them. Those are the ascension things that were tied to the guild. That's why joining a guild is really important. So make sure you log in every single day. You can get your hands on all these heroes and have a lot of fun. I really enjoy this game. It's a very nice way to play the game. It's not grindy. You absolutely can play and have a lot of fun and explore the world and build out some really cool teams without having to worry about the grind. So if you want to get started, you can download this on iOS, on Google Play, or you can get it directly from AFK Journey's website and download the PC client to play on PC. If you click on the link in my description, you can get access to that download straight away. Download the game, have a lot of fun, and I will see you in the world of Isperia.